This is Commosian of the 3rd Legion. For the last time, answer me! We are here for reinforcement, as agreed! Ah, my dear Captain, there you are. I'm afraid there's been a change of plan. We of the 20th Legion have been ordered not to supply you. I see you've come prepared for every eventuality, Captain. A wise move in this regard. But before taking action, consider this. We have been waiting for you for a long time. All kill teams stand by for my word. Alpha to Omega! Omega to Alpha! Kill these vermin!
Welcome back to Warzone Morloc! Not 40k, but 30k today, as we welcome back Posh Nick. Welcome back, Posh Nick.
Thank you very much, always nice to be back.
For our very first game, not that we've played, but on the channel, of Horus Heresy 2.0.
Preparation H.
Preparation H. You've seen all the preparation videos past. If you haven't, go back and look. It's a showcase on both Emperor's Children and Alpha Legion armies that we've both been working on. And we've got more and more armies on the go, but these are our primary armies to get the game going. Please like this video if you like it. If you don't, then put a thumbs down and hate it and tell all your friends that it's absolute toilet, because honesty is the best policy. But if you do like it, like it. Subscribe to our channel. We're at 9,500 subscribers. We just need 500 more to hit what I have always set as a bit of a life goal of 10,000 subscribers. I'll be very grateful. And leave a comment mugging us off, calling Nick too posh to play Warhammer, frankly.
Thank you.
I'm frankly got a face for radio or podcasting, but here we are. So today, I'm playing Alpha Legion. It's a 3,000 point game.
We're starting big. We're starting big. We're going 3,000 points from the very beginning because we've got thematic games to play. And from the very beginning, we're going to be playing a Shatter Strike game. So for anyone who's got the old new rule book, which comes with the Horus Heresy, everything in this whole game is based around trying to get in the opponent's deployment zone. And as you'll see from this fine looking board that Bill set up in just a moment, there is an arms cache that the Alpha Legion have down that end. The Emperor's Children are not happy about that and want it. So I'm going down that end to try and get it. He's trying to go up the other end just to piss me off and try and block my deployment zone, because that's the kind of man you are, basically.
But being the Alpha Legion, we might have other objectives at play. Because I'm playing Headhunter Leviathan, as you've seen in the Army Showdown. I'm going to be trying to kill his warlord. It's no secret.
No.
Because we've only got 2 armies and we've been talking about it loads.
Any game we've ever played, that's all you've done basically so far, is kill my warlord, so I'm pretty much used to that.
And who won our practice game?
Shut up. I don't know. I wasn't there.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
3,000 points. Alpha Legion versus the Emperor's Children. Horus Heresy 2.0. Let's check this out. Behold my 3,000 points of Alpha Legion hotless. I'm running the Right of War Headhunter Leviathan, which allows me to take the Headhunter kill teams as a troops choice. So here we go. Going in with the Praetor first, which is unlock that Right of War. Here's a Praetor with a Paragon Blade in the form of a Alpha Legion-esque spear and a Volkite charger. The other HQ, I've gone for Exodus to see if you can snipe some characters. Potentially the Warlord, try and get me those victory points which Alpha Legion are so good at for Slay the Warlord. Because you get 2 extra victory points on top of the 1 that you normally get. And it's a bit tasty, so no matter what the primary mission is, we can always fish for the secondaries. Troops choices, obligatory, I've gone for the Brick. I've had to drop a couple of guys just to make up the points, but that is a tactical squad, 18 guys. The Sergeant has a Power Fist and a Plasma Pistol. It's always quite handy, just try and smash someone's face in. But they align, they can basically hold back and do some good shooting. I plan to probably hold them back a little bit rather than rush them forward, because I don't really have a delivery method for those. So my tactics today are going to be pretty much hold my own zone and send some stuff forward to try and score the points. But I really am going to try and assassinate the Warlord. That's what it's all about. The other troops choices are going to be these 3 Headhunter kill teams. All of them the same. There's a multi-melter per squad, and the rest have the Bane Strike combi bolters. Also, Learning and Terminators. Now, one is modelled with a conversion beamer, but I do not have the points for them, so the Lernaeans will be 2 squads of 5, bare bones with axes, power axes and Volkite chargers. Again, not particularly good for this mission, but in other missions they have the line keyword, so they're very good at scoring. Stolen units, because this is what Alpha Legion do. Behold my Tyrant Siege Terminators, stolen from the Iron Warriors, trained on Olympia, all the rest of it, stolen, and now works for the Alpha Legion. I like the range that they've got on their rocket launchers. I believe it's 48 inches. And they've also got, they can shoot their bolt guns as a specialty as well, because of, I can't remember the name of the rule, but they can shoot both sets of guns. Contemptor Dreadnought, beef houses of Horus Heresy 2.0. I've gone with a twin link last cannon and a fist. It's modelled with the rockets, but I didn't have the points to pay for them, so there we are. On this side we have the Legion Kratos. If you've been following along with my painting sort of log, you'll recognise this. It's my baby. With this particular Rite of War, it can't start on the board, so it has to stay in reserves, but that should be quite a benefit, especially with things like night fighting coming into play. It's not going to get its range off anyway, so it can come on mid to late game perhaps, do some damage. And lastly, my little mobile contingent here. Now, I haven't played with these guys yet. I know they're not particularly resilient in this edition. I didn't play the previous one, this is just what I've read up on. So I've gone with 2 squads. One has a multi-melter per squad. The idea being they can sort of out deep strike, maybe get into some rear armour in future games perhaps, maybe this one, see how it goes, and do some melting, but you know what my dice rolling is like. And also the tax to have more fast attack than heavy support in this particular Rite of War. I've had to purchase a Javelin Speeder and its bare bones, heavy bolter and rockets. And that's it, 3,000 points of Alpha Legion hotness.
And here we have the Golden Blade, aka the Purple Thrust. 3,000 points of Emperor's Children, painted by Bill, which look absolutely fantastic, I think you'll agree. So leading it, we currently have a Praetor at the front there. He's got the Broken Mirror Warlord trait, which means he happily kills someone in his retinue to make sure they don't run away. And he's armed with a power axe. Not a great thing for Emperor's Children, but I don't care because look at that model.
Too cool.
Right behind him, he's got a Centurion who's upgraded to a Phoenix Warden, which is the Emperor's Children own little addition. He's got an Iron Halo and he's in Tartarus armour. For elite choices, we have at the very back left there, we've got a Contemptor Dreadnought first of all, with its dual auto cannon. We've got a squad of Phoenix Terminators in front of the plasma guys. And just because I want to see what they do, we've got a Rapier battery there to the left hand side with 2, what are they called, laser destroyers, just because I don't like anything that Bill has that has armour. So that's what I'm really interested in. And we've got a squad of 10 Cataphractii Terminators at the front, all with lightning claws, and they have a Land Raider Spartan with las cannons to get them nice and quickly up the board, because that's going to, I think speed's going to be really important today. For troop choices, I've got 2 separate tactical squads, one on the far left over there, that's right. They've got their chain bayonets and they've got a Nuncio Vox, and on the far right as well, another one in their Mark III armour, sitting in front of the Kratos, who we'll come to in just a minute. Also troop choices, we've got 2 tactical support squads, one on the left with some rotor cannons, because I love pinning tests, and one on the right with plasma guns, just because it hurts armour and I really like them again. Finally, for heavy support, we've got a heavy support squad with 10 plasma cannons, because...
Oh snap!
Plasma cannons, basically. I just want to see what that does. I'm just hoping it's going to try and cut through some of your Terminator armour, basically.
I've got a lot of that.
Exactly. We've got a Kratos on the far right-hand side there, with its melter blast gun. Exactly, with its melter blast gun. It's got Volkites on the side and las cannons just to help.
Las cannon nipple guns.
Yeah, you love it. And on the left, we've got a Sakaran. If that's how you pronounce it. It's got.
Is that the same as Sakaran?
Yeah, Sakaran. That's what I mean. Quite smart.
That's why they call you Posh Nick.
Okay, we may have been mistubbed. Both the Kratos and the Sakaran have both got searchlights. I'm hoping it might be night fighting to start with here. It's got las cannons on the side, and I should have mentioned that there's a Rhino at the back there as well. That's the troop short, the move for the tactical squad at the back with the chain bayonet.
Sure.
That is 3,000 points of Emperor's Children, and the Rite of War we're going for today is the Maru Skara. which means I'm going to get a little bit of extra movement with most of the army, and 4 units are going to be able to have the outflank ability, so see what that does today.
Rancid!
This is Warzone Morloc.
We're back in the Warzone. Horus Heresy 2.0. Off we go. Let's have a little look at the board. Nick, how have you deployed?
Well, you deployed first of all.
Should we talk about my deployment first in that case? Because that makes sense. Behold the fortress walls that lead on to mission 2 in this series of videos, which will be a Zone Mortalis. On the walls I have Tyrant Siege Terminators stolen from the Iron Warriors. Exodus riding his massive long length of cannon, and another squad of Tyrant Terminators there. I hope in their night fighting rule, shooting at night rule.
Yes, because we have rolled, and the first turn will be in night fighting mission rules, so that'll be
scumbag. Over here, my squad of 18 Marines, accompanied by the Praetor, are there. I have Learning and Terminators holding the line at the front. My Dreadnought is hiding behind some pipes over here. On this side, I've got Learning and Terminators hiding here, and this was chosen as Nick's outflanking point.
Yes, as part of his Maruscara Rite of War, so I have to show where on the board I'm going to come on with my outflank move later on, and that's the position over there near in his deployment zone.
And as a result of that, when I was planting my infiltrators and scout moves, I put a kill team there. I have put a kill team here, which is right on the edge of Nick's deployment zone.
Yes, indeed.
And I have a Sacrificial Lamb squad there who are going to try and melt the face of the Praetor.
And you're that far back because I've got an augury scanner amongst my plasma cannon squad, so that's making you have to deploy further back than you otherwise would have.
Yeah, so I was pushed back a little bit. Praise Henry.
Praise Henry.
Okay, Nick, you talk about how your deployment
Certainly,
has gone.
in deployment zone I've got one tactical squad with the Praetor over this side, along with the heavy plasma cannon crew. I'm very aware I'm just outside the 48-inch mark at the moment from those disgusting siege breaker Terminators, whatever they're called. I don't want to know what those crap missiles last time destroyed my units. I'm trying to stay away from them. I've got the Kratos in the centre along with the Spartan. The Spartan's got the 10 Cataphracti Terminators and the Centurion in it, the Phoenix Warden. Bringing up the rear, just because there's not much room to fit him in otherwise, is the Sakaran tank. The Rapier laser destroyers are tucked down the back here because they have Relentless, so they will be able to move and fire well as if they were stationed, which is a fantastic little manoeuvre. Awesome. Their handers at the back and the little rotor cannon squad. And in reserve, in my outflanking units, I've got the Phoenix Terminators, one tactical squad in a Rhino. I've got a support squad of plasma guns and the Dreadnought. So a lot to come on, hopefully, as of turn 2 if I want to, or turn 3.
And in my reserves, I've got my Kratos over here, and my Javelin, and 2 lots of 3 jet bikes there.
Disgusting.
Here we go.
Let the games.
So I will be going first unless you can seize the initiative on a 6.
I think it'd be rude not to at least try.
You make me sick. If you roll a 6, you make me sick as a dog. It's a 2. Go to hell. It's turn 1 for the Alpha Legion. Are you worried?
Always.
Are you concerned?
Always.
As always, we give praise to Henry before turn 1 begins. Praise Henry.
Praise Henry. Should have just smacked my mic when I did that, but yeah.
Okay, so in Alpha Legion turn 1, I became concerned about what is effectively here, the deployment zone for the Maruscara outflank. So what I've done is tried to make a little bit of a welcoming committee here, because this game's all about getting into this area for Nick, and obviously me over there. Or is it? Alpha Legion. The Tyrant Siege Terminators have not moved, as is their wont. They're going to stay solid and provide some overwatching fire for as and when stuff turns up. Exodus has remained stationary to try and get some a shot off. There's no targets on offer for him at the moment other than perhaps the plasma dudes. These guys have stayed static as well because it's about defense for these guys. This kill team are staying still because moving forward didn't actually provide them anything more in terms of benefit, and they'll just potentially get charged or overwatched down there. So I'm going to try and snipe at a character over there with their precision shot ability. And
because they're one of the only ones in range because of night fighting.
Yeah, because night fighting's on. This Dreadnought has moved forward to here. Still can't shoot because there's nothing on offer and with night fighting. And the Lernians here have pushed up as well. And lastly, over here, this kill team has snuck around the corner and it's just having a little peek. Hello. Hiya. To see if we can snipe off perhaps a dude or two from that squad there on the rapier batteries. So we'll go straight in with the kill teams trying to kill the Warlord. So here we go. The first unit going to be attacking is going to be the kill team that's taken a killing spot up on the ridge there. And we're going to be targeting this squad in the hope that some precision shots will get through. Here we have the dice. This one represents the multi-melter, and these are the Bane Strike combi bolters here.
Now it's -1 to hit because of night fighting, but they were 2+ to hit, so they're back to 3+s, and 4+ will give you precision strikes. You can choose who you hit. Oh, the multi-melter's missed! Oh no!
There's no command points.
Not in this game.
So it's terrible. So it's one precision shot can go through a regular round, which I'm sure you'll shrug off, and one normal bolt round.
Against...
This is against the squad here.
Okay, but so the precision shot, are you going to choose who it aims at, or are you just going to aim generally at the squad?
I would choose the Warlord because I just want to try and plink off some wounds.
Understood. So it's strength 5. So do you want to roll the Warlord first?
Yeah.
So 3+ to wounded. It wounds.
Yay!
It's artificer armor, so 2+ armor save. It's a save.
Well, what's time? And the other dude.
3+ to wound, and it's 3+ armor save because it's only AP 4. He's dead.
Ah, oh! First catch of the day.
The first kill.
We give praise to Henry. The other little bit of shooting I've got is just this little dude here is going to have a little peek around the corner and try and slot one of these guys in the back of the head with a multi-melter.
Still -1 to hit because of night fighting. He misses! It's Bill's rolling!
Yay!
It's back!
Yay!
Yay!
And that is my... Oh, I've got Exodus. Exodus might be able to copper plasma dude.
So, obviously, as part of this, what I'm going to do my reaction, which will be to return fire with this squad. So, it can include in the guy, of course, who's been shot. Because officially, according to the way the rules are worded, for some reason, return fire actually happens before you shoot.
Yeah,
still haven't quite
that's what we've seen online. If it's different, we're still learning. Let us know in the comments. But as far as we can work out, return fire is actually supposed to happen in sequence before these guys fired, which seems strange. But I'm assuming there's a gaming reason for it. So let's go. If you kill this unit, you can just have your dude back.
So 9 guys. The Praetor's not in range, nor is the plasma pistol. Oh no, hang on, he's got a bolter as well actually, so he will get an extra shot. Apologies.
Oh good, yeah.
The captain has a bolter, or the sergeant has a bolter.
Excellent.
It's all -1 to hit, because the augury scanners doesn't help for them because it's on the other squad, so 4+ to hit against your squad that fired.
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shots, and it's strength 4 against toughness 4, so 4s to wound.
Indeed.
And
terrible.
Only 2 go through, and it's 3+ armor saves for you.
Do I get any benefit of being on the cover at all?
No, it would only be that would give you a 6+ cover save because you've got some kind of connection cover, but you don't actually need that. 1 goes through.
One guy dead.
One guy dead. So as well as that, I know that Bill's now going to try and use his multi-melter to snipe my poor guys down here, who are the handlers for the rapier laser destroyers. However, they are allowed to shoot as well. I'm allowed to do 2 shooting reactions because my Predator has the his broken mirror warlord trait means 2 reactions in the shooting phase, so I'll be returning fire as well.
Filth. Nick just remembered that the multi-melter is twin linked, so I can re-roll my shot to hit.
I'm glad I remembered that rule.
So we're looking for...
it was a 3+ to hit, and 4+, I mean you can specify. Oh, good.
Yay!
Oh, I'm glad I remembered that rule.
Because it's twin linked, we get to try and melt the warlord's face.
Great.
2s to wound?
2s to wound.
It's a 2 to wound, Nick.
Now, I've only... This is going to happen again. I've got a 4+ save, invulnerable.
The odds are 50-50 if my maths is correct.
And it's an instant death if you get through. This is going to be the end of my...
Because I'm playing Headhunter Leviathan, I will get 2 additional victory points plus the victory point for Warlord.
I hate your Headhunter kill team so much.
This is why we do it, Nick.
I can't even describe it.
This is why we play Warhammer.
So I can't even describe. Oh, thank goodness, I'm alright.
Re-roll it.
No, shut up. There's no re-rolls. Take it back.
Oh, worth a go. Obviously, as we're still learning the rules, I just discovered, obviously, that with the Maruscara, he can make 2 shooting reactions, which would mean my one dude who's got a decent gun, I was going for a bit of sniping, is going to get annihilated by rapier laser destroyers. And that may happen in the next turn, but I'm going to take those odds. So he's just going to hide. They're going to hide. Tactics comments in the comment section, please. The last thing to fire or to do this turn is going to be the mighty Exodus. Now, can he aim his extraordinary length down through the building and burst the Praetor's head, which you can see just over the corner? Answers on a postcard, but us in the room have decided that he can see his head. He's got a giant Emperor's Children Swede. We're going to try and burst it now. Here we go. We're looking for a 2-up. He's got Ballistic Skill 6, so there is a reroll available to him. Targeting the Praetor, the Warlord. 2+.
He's just minding his own business.
That's a solid 5.
And it's a strength 7 against toughness 4, so it is a 2+ to wound. It's a
wounded.
And it is AP 1, so not my artificer armor is going to do nothing here. It's a 4+ invulnerable save, but you won't. The most you can do is brutal 2, so you'll take 2 wounds off me if this works. So 4+ armor save. He's saved. He loves it. Loves it.
Talk to us.
So far we've got. You haven't yet chosen to do any movement reactions because you haven't really found there's much point doing so.
No, if you start over here, I considered this is one of the only 2 units that could have moved, but it's only directly towards or away from the enemy, and I'm between the board edge and dying, so not much point there. And also, it's only initiative, so they'd only be able to withdraw up onto the bank anyway. So
yeah, not out of range of me.
Exactly.
And you've already got your Legion tactic that you're 2 inches further away from me, so I'm not going to be in with most of them. Going to be in rapid fire range anyway.
Indeed.
So we've got. My main tactical squad and the Praetor have moved up because they're a little bit pissed about the fact that you've been aiming multi-melters and stuff at them. Plasma Cannon squad have naturally stayed still because I don't want them firing snapshots. The two main battle tanks have moved forward at their full movement speed rather than combat speed because I want to get them a little bit closer.
Indeed.
I need to get close to your deployment zone. The Rapiers have tried to get on the hell out of the way.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Oh hell no! They've moved out of the way of your kill team that's coming around the corner, and in response, my support squad's gone to go and fire rotor cannons in your face.
They're going to literally lean over and go.
And if they don't do it, the Sakaran, who's going to be mostly fire sport anyway, is sticking around long enough to try and cause them a problem.
Yeah, that's your backfield.
Exactly, he's all about the backfield. So that's movement done for now. Onto the shooting phase. First thing it's going to shoot is the support cannons, support squad with their rotor cannons firing down at you. But of course, what are you going to do, Bill?
I'm going to react by firing. And it's Bane Strike bolters, so 2 shots apiece, plus the blue dice represents the multi-melter.
Which gets, of course, to re-roll because it's twin linked.
Indeed, so off we go, looking for
2 pluses to hit.
2s to hit, yeah.
Oh,
no, is it one? It's still 1. It's
still night fighting.
Night fighting still on. You got hit in the face with a multi-melter, that's for sure.
And then those 2s all miss, unfortunately,
yeah,
where they usually hit.
Okay, wounding.
For 3 pluses to wound with the Bane Strikes, I believe. That's very nice. That's 3 normal armor saves, and the multi-melter just goes clean through.
Incinerates someone.
Someone did.
It was a precision shot as well, wasn't it? Because it was a 5 to hit, so that would be on your sergeant.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if it because it affects leadership.
That's true. That's true. That's a good shout. So it's 3 normal armor saves. 2 save, 1 is immediately dead.
Die, you cowards! But before they die,
they're
actually going to do what they were doing at the start and fire their guns.
So it's -1 to hit because of night fighting, so 4 pluses to hit with their rotor cannons. Now it's only strength 3, so it's 5s to wound.
Oh lordy.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 5 wounds go through. Now I only need 1 of these to force you to take a pinning test.
Yeah, I'm going to pass them all, because watch this.
Yeah, see how this goes.
Yeah, pass them all.
1 goes through! Just 1. One's dead.
One guy dies.
1 for 1 so far.
Pinning test for the Alpha Legion now. Headhunters.
And -1 as well, because it's night fighting rules. -1
oh, yes.
to everyone at night fighting.
So my leadership 9 from my Headhunter Prime would go from a 9 to an 8. And because of the type of weapon, it goes from an 8 to a 7. So I'm looking to get 7 or under. Oh, I am not pinned because we are Alpha Legion and you are cowards in purple.
I will be taking a morale check at the end of this as well, though.
Indeed. So we're going to remove the casualties. So they've got the precision shot on the skipper, and 1 more died. Is that right?
The next thing to fire is going to be the KRATOS is going to fire its weaponry into this kill team. Except apparently...
Or is it? Smoke and mirrors. We're going to shift these guys because they were never there, Nick. It was all smoke and mirrors.
It's a massive ploy this whole time.
So we're going to redeploy them and scatter and see where they end up. So I've chosen to place him down there, and now I'm going to scatter. Come on, jackpot!
Oh, it's a hit.
So we sneak down. Just put those 2 guys on the little ledge.
Perfect. Down here somewhere.
No, negative. The multi-melter's going to stay right on target.
Typical.
So, yeah, my attempts to kill your warlord will go on.
Yep.
Next up to shoot is the Sakaran.
It's going to fire. It's got a searchlight, so it's going to illuminate that 1 Alpha Legionary with its leg around the corner with a multi-melter. Very specifically the one with the multi-melter.
Yeah, I put him up front, so
because he's got a searchlight.
I had it coming.
There's no minus for the
night fighting.
So 3+ hit with the auto accelerator, auto cannon or something, whatever it's called. That's 3 off. It's strength 7.
I think he's going to die.
I don't feel good about this for you. 2+ is to wound. 4 go through. And it's your... sorry, hang on. Before I start moving that way, it was rending only 6+, I think. So I think that's all your normal armor save. I'll double check that, but it's 4 normal armor saves.
Yeah, watch this.
There you go. Yeah.
Dead.
Multi-melt's dead.
Pew!
Yeah.
The plasma cannon squad have put their shots into the Terminators here, and with the scatter and blast, they've managed to also wound or put a hit onto the Dreadnought.
They have indeed.
Rolling to wound, Nick.
One of them, first of all, has overheated as part of that, so we're going to roll. He automatically takes a wound, but he gets an armor save. So 3+ armor save. He saves it. He survives. That's
well
nice.
Done. Well done.
Well done to him. Well done him.
There's no AP on plasma then.
There is AP4, and it's only if it's...
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But obviously he can't get the whole rending thing or breaching, whichever it is that they get. So it's only his normal armor save. So it is 2+ to wound because it's strength 7 against toughness 4. That's all wounds against the Terminators. Hang on, don't pick those up, Nick, because I need to know what... So it's breaching 4+. So all of those are breaching. So they all go down to AP2, which means you only get your... What kind of Terminators are they?
They're cataphractic, so they're getting 4+ saves.
They are cataphractic. Yeah, okay, so those are all 4+ invulnerable saves, and each one of those is 1 wound.
Okay. So one guy's lost a wound.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, because I rolled like an
unbelievable rolling.
Because you can't see me.
Now you roll well.
And now to see if the Dreadnought gets wounded.
It's a 4+ to wound, strength 7, toughness 7. It doesn't do a damn.
What number is that?
That's the number we just didn't want to see today.
Number 1.
So all those plasma cannon shots, we hurt one Terminator. One Terminator with a slight limp.
It's because we've got like scales all over our armour.
Exactly.
It's just hiding it all.
At the end of another quite disappointing turn, my searchlights on 2 tanks have not done an awful lot. The Land Raider's out of range for everything because of night fighting rules. Basically, so far I've managed to give one Terminator a slight limp. And one...
you killed a couple of...
killed a couple of guys in that squad over there, but that's about your lot.
There's still no first blood? Or is that not even in this game, is it?
No,
it's just
not.
more attrition.
All it's going to be is some morale checks. So you've got a morale check on your guys, and I've got a morale check on my guys, I believe. So...
I'll do mine first.
Go ahead. It's -1 for night fighting, so you're down to 8. Passed it. And my guys, I think, you've killed my sergeant, so I'm going to roll this.
I did with a precision shot from a multi-melter.
And it's -1 because of night fighting, so I'm going to be... I'll roll this, but I think I'm going to... Oh, wow. That is a brave... Well done.
Yeah, well done.
Well done,
big hand,
cannon, guys.
big hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done.
So that's the end of my turn. So
Alpha Legion.
Turn 2.
First of all, over here, these guys are staying, waiting as a reception party still. These guys have stayed still because why not? The what's it bloody called?
KRATOS?
KRATOS has come on. I rolled a 4 for reserves. He's rolled out the gates, but he hasn't actually got any targets to shoot because night fighting is still on as we've just rolled.
It is.
So I've tried to tuck him behind the pipes as best as I can, but it's very difficult to hide a tank of that size.
Bit of reverse parking.
And we're looking down the barrel of some tasty guns here. Over on this side, Exodus has pushed across because he hasn't got a good line of sight on any characters. And the Warlord is still on offer over here, so he's going to try and shimmy across. These Tyrant Siege Terminators have moved across also. The squad over here has pushed over to the right to get some guns to bear on this squad over here. And the kill team over here has re-emerged from their smoke and mirrors to try and get off some more precision shots against the Warlord. In the centre, the Dreadnought has stomped forwards. We did forget that with cataphractic armour, you get to re-roll a saving roll. Is that right?
Re-roll your armor save against blast weapons, which of course these plasma cannons are. So
one of these guys did take a blast wound, so I'm just going to quickly roll that now. So it would be a 4+.
Yeah, the invulnerable.
So he's wounded anyway, so he's still on 1 wound. So they've pushed up forwards here. You did react in the movement phase with your Land Raider, so your Spartan, to withdraw. Because you're a massive coward, Nick.
I consider myself tactically minded as opposed to cowardly.
I think it's cowardly, and it's very un-Empress Children-ish, although Eidolon would do such a thing. And over here...
He's my hero.
With my multi-melter now dead and effectively the kill team very less effective, we've ran for our lives to try and get these guys to survive, even if it's one dude hiding behind lines.
That holds the deployment zone.
Yeah, I have kept my reserves, or my outflank, deep striking reserves, in the pocket for later game use, because we found out that deep striking have a bit more flexibility and I can come in later game.
That's true.
So that's it. We're going to do some shooting now and let's see what the Tyrant Siege Terminators can do if they do some serious damage. First unit to fire will be the Tyrant Siege Terminators, aiming at the squad over here. Here we go.
And
3 hits have gone through, looking to wound. Oh, only the 2.
That's fine. No, it is
a 2.
That's a 2.
Yeah.
That's a 2.
That's a 2.
I'll do evade. So 5+ invulnerable saves they get. One survives.
Nice. Yeah, so 2 guys get plonked off.
Punk. So yeah.
Next up to fire is going to be the mighty Contemptor Dreadnought. Now I've got 2 choices here. I can attack the Spartan or the Kratos. The Spartan has a flare shield, so I'm going to try and do some damage onto the Kratos, which has got a lot of cool guns as well, and the odds are slightly better.
Roll your dice, but I've got a feeling, because it's a Dreadnought, I think it might have Fearless, and if you're Fearless, you ignore the Night Fighting minus.
Let's find out.
Doesn't matter anyway, you
2
both
mighty hits.
Strength 9 against Toughness 14, so you're going to need 5s to glance, 6s to pen. And it's a las cannon. It's got
more AP.
It's got Sunder, so I think you can re-roll the arm penetration. So I believe you can re-roll. Thank goodness. But 1 is still gone through, and yes, it's an AP2 weapon, which means you add 1 to the damage table, which I'm not very pleased about. Vehicle damage table. Would you care to roll the vehicle? If you roll, hang on. So for AP2 weapons, you add 1, I believe. So it adds 1. So if you roll a 6, it blows up, and I'll be so angry at you.
It's a 1. Scandal.
It's a crew shake, and the vehicle can only fire snapshots until the end of its next turn. So you have,
and you lose a whole point.
And I lose a whole point.
So that's decent. Of the Kratos tried to do some damage back to the Dreadnought to no effect. Some more shooting occurred. This tactical squad over here, only 6 dudes can fire because I'm still in the process of shifting them over. They took out a guy from that squad. No returning fire there because they are now going to be targeted by the kill team. And they're going to be targeting this squad again in an attempt to murder the Warlord.
It's just unnecessary.
Because night fighting is still on, we're hitting on 3s, precision shots on 4s. So the blue dice represents the multi-melter. Come on. Yeah, jackpot.
What is this?
Jackpot.
So 2 misses and 2 precision shots, 1 with the Bane Strike and 1 with the multi-melter.
Yeah, so we're looking for a 2 and a 4. There we go.
Amazing!
Adding to my misery, we've just found out that this tank... it's curing my misery.
It's a curing,
because the barrel can look over that and target this because it had a searchlight on. It's lit itself up in the dark. So, what guns can fire from it?
So far, I believe the only thing that can actually possibly shoot is the turret stuff. So you've got your coaxial autocannon and the battle cannon.
So we fire the coaxial
cannon first. It's -1 for night fighting.
Is it 2 shots?
Oh, I don't think there's any -1 for night fighting actually because I've got a searchlight on. So I think it's just 2 normal shots. So it's 2 3+ to hit.
Jackpot. We've lit it up.
Now it's a strength 7 weapon, so you can't actually wound it.
No, but it improves the ballistic skill of the battle cannon.
No, but anyway, just roll anyway because I think it's if you get a 6,
which I did,
then you roll an extra D because it's a rending weapon. I think I've got to remember this. So you're up to a 7 + 6 is 13. So I think you get an extra D3 now. So you might well get an actual hit off of the auto cannon. You got a glance there. 1. That's all you need. So I think that's a glancing hit off. I think this is right, everyone.
Yeah. So answers on a postcard.
That's down to 3 hit points because of the coaxial auto. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Right.
So, the battle cannon, Kratos battle cannon, hitting on 2s now against this Kratos. 2 solid hits.
And you need a 6 to get a glance. It's strength 8, so you need 6s to get glancing hits.
Not this time.
But it's got Sunder, so both of those can be re-rolled.
No, we were fishing for 6s.
The auto cannon tore a chunk, a track
but the battle cannon just whizzed past or pinged off your beautiful purple armour.
Horus Children turn 2, Bill. Everything's getting a bit more exciting now because nothing's died yet. So we're getting a little bit angry about that. So let's just move on.
You have very much board control at the moment.
At the moment, although there's
England.
a big old reserve unit you've got coming in a second, I'm very aware of that fact. So what we have at the moment, everyone has moved up. The Spartan has moved up, disembarked its Terminators who've sat right there.
Do your doors open? Thank you very much.
Genuinely did not remember if they could do that. I'm glad to know they can. Thanks very much.
Yeah, let's do it properly.
Snap.
Yes, good thing we checked that.
And of course they have the assault special rule as well, so they can actually charge out of this as well, which is amazing. And
yeah, I choose to fall back a little bit in the hope that you might make a disorder charge or a fail or whatever you call it these days.
Absolutely. Everything is basically moved up apart from the rotor cannon squad. They've moved around to try and still hose down the last of your Hydra guys.
3-on-3 action there.
Absolutely.
Rapiers
have shoved up a little bit because they want to try and shoot the Dreadnought. The tactical squad with the Praetor have tried to get just a little bit out of the way because they're getting... We've said gangbang to death, but I mean, I don't know if that's appropriate for this kind of a YouTube channel, but we believe it's the way the Emperor's children would want to go, Indeed. So we understand it. The plasma cannons have stayed still, and now the Sakarans move around to get a good bit of angle on everyone, because once again, he's got one of the searchlights and night fighting is still in effect, so that will matter to this. But more excitingly,
down here,
we want to see what happens here. Now, this matters. Your reception committee's waiting. I roll a dice. There's no reserve rolls.
A die,
please.
Thank
you. Sorry.
That's what you're going to do when you land.
On a 2+, it's an ordered flanking assault. I don't have to roll for reserve rolls because of my rights of war, but on a 1, it's disordered, and you can move that dice up to 24 inches in any direction.
Big one coming
might
up.
Not do me any favours. So, not looking for a 1.
It's a 1! No.
Shut up. Shut up, Bill. No one likes you anyway.
Okay.
Right. And this is where, so Morloc can now start coming on, so I'll start bringing models onto the board from that point.
Yay. Well, here we go. Look who's shown up. So, with the outflanking manoeuvre, thanks to the Manuscara Right of War, we've had a Rhino arrive, a Plasma support squad, a Dreadnought, and some
Phoenix Guard
Terminators.
Now, because as far as we understand it, obviously you're allowed to move up to your movement. The Rhino has moved less than half its movement, and the Marines have been able to get out. Now, they can't assault because it's not an assault vehicle, unlike the Terminators over from the Spartan.
Yeah, but they can
get out and shoot at half range.
Give it some brutality. Now, it did also cause pinning tests for the 2 units closest, so they passed their pinning, and unfortunately, because of night fighting, the -1, the Lernians are pinned.
They are indeed.
So that's a bit of a ball ache when it comes to fighting back.
Absolutely.
But I do also get to do the Interceptor.
The Interceptor reaction, absolutely.
And I'm going to use the Tyrant Siege Terminators. Now, my targets are either this unit here, because they are the scoring unit, so they'd be worth 2 victory points if they survive to the end of the battle, or probably the Dread, because I've seen them do some stuff, or I'm sure they can do some stuff as well. But at this time, I want to guarantee the fact that they're going to die. So they're going to be the target of my frag missiles.
Ooh.
Off we go. So I've chosen to go with the crack missiles because I just want to get some dudes dead. Try and whittle that down. So we've got 10 shots. And because of their abilities, they're not affected by night fighting. So hitting on...
And I'm not going to be able to do a reaction in turn of this, so I'm not going to be able to evade, I've just realised. So it is 3 pluses to hit because you're not affected by night fighting.
Glorious.
I'm suddenly thinking maybe I should have stayed in the Rhino. Suddenly thinking that.
And then 2s to wound.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, I've dropped another 2 there, so 6 have gone through.
Wow.
6 dudes dead.
6 dudes. not like I can do a reaction.
Get off my board.
Oh man,
that's
not
off.
good.
The pain train continues with the Tyrants now because of their... what's the rule that allows them to fire 2 lots of weapons?
Firing protocols.
Firing protocols. So their combi bolters are going in hot. Rerolling any misses thanks to their twin links rule. Awesome.
I've made a terrible miscalculation.
It is only 4s to wound. Hopefully you get some wounds through. Okay, it's not great, so you've only 3 saves to make.
3 wounds.
Any AP on those bad boys?
Not for a combi bolter, so 3 plus. Oh, sorry, hang on, that wasn't a roll. 3 plus saves. 1 more dead. Just take another one, Bill. I don't even like
I'll take this fellow at the
Not
back.
the one with the Vox. Leave him alone.
I thought that was just decorative.
Actually, you paid for it.
Nice bit of shooting from Nick here. So, Rhino roasted one guy here. I've seen these guys didn't do a great deal.
The Flamer did nothing, and the bolter on top killed 1 single Alpha Legionary. The 3 tactical Marines failed miserably to do a thing.
Yeah, they were turkeys.
The Plasma Support Squad lost 1 guy to getting hot, but at least with the rest of their Plasma rounds rapid fire, they killed 2 Lernaean Terminators.
They've taken off 2 guys, yeah.
That's pretty solid.
That's pretty decent so far. So we're moving on to
the Dreadnought.
The Dreadnought. Okay, so we've got twin-linked autocannons.
Twin-linked autocannons up at your Siege Breaker Terminators up here.
Oh, okay.
So 3 shots, and it's all re-rolling because they're twin-linked.
Oh la la.
So 2 plus to hit, but down to 3 plus because it's night fighting. So re-roll that one. Doesn't get it. So 2 go through. It's 2+ to wound because it's strength 7 against toughness 4.
Yeah.
And rending on a 6+, I believe, with... Oh, I get a rending.
Hello.
Lovely. So one goes. So one normal 2+ armor save and one. Are they cataphracti as
Yes,
well?
they are. I'll take a wound.
And then there's another wound. So that's a 4. No, it's a 4+.
Oh,
kill
we
one.
lose one. We lose one. Scandal. I'll take him.
I didn't think I'd actually managed to hurt one. I've also got the Havoc launcher on the top, so I don't think that's going to do very much because it's a blast weapon. So once again, we know that's not particularly great against guys in Terminator armor. Sure.
So the rockets from the Dreadnought are coming in. We can target 3 dudes there. Does it scatter?
Oh, that's not good. It's minus
gone.
5 because his ballistic skill is 5.
So it's gone 3 inches,
3
off
inches
the
that
board.
way, so probably, I think, with 3 inches that direction, it's... Oh, do you know what? I think that'll still hit him, actually. It'll still hit at least one of them.
Okay, we'll call it 1.
One Terminator?
Yeah, because we're all chums, aren't we?
Yeah, apparently, not for long.
We're not going to fall out over it.
It is a strength 5 weapon, a Havoc launcher. So, there it is. So it's 3+ to wound against toughness 4 guy. Well, that was interesting. that was well worth firing that one.
There's 2 minutes you won't get back. Little bit of trivia. What happens when you overwatch, or return fire, I should say, against the unit that's just shot you? Oh, you kill it. Wallop.
I should never have got them out of the Rhino. That was a terrible decision.
And I'm very glad I kept units back here because this has happened.
Yeah, I will remember about transports next time and how well worth they are staying in them.
Thank you, Henry. Some further shooting has occurred where this squad went brrr and dissolved the kill team that was hiding in the corner over here.
That's the end of that.
And over here, the Centurion, who's beefed up, took some shots at the Cataphracti, but they shrugged it off.
They shrugged off. They don't care.
So now some big shooting coming up. It's going to be the Spartan, fully laden, fully loaded, ready to go into the Dreadnought.
The Dreadnought.
Now,
so
has it moved cruising less than cruising speed or whatever?
Yeah,
it was?
and it's only moved at its combat speed, so it is, or whichever one is less.
Yes.
I'll think of it in a minute.
So it can. Long story short, it can shoot everything at the Dreadnoughts.
It has power of the machine spirit, so it can split fire its weapons. So with the way it's going, I think. In fact, the way I positioned it, I think this set of las cannons and all the heavy bolters can fire into the Dreadnought, but I think this las cannon is probably not going to do it. It's going to have to fire into the Terminators.
Yeah, because you do get a bit of a crossover, don't you?
I do a little bit of a crossover, but not enough. So the las cannon, let's do the las cannon this side into the Linnean Terminators. So it's 2 shots, but it's twin links are re-rolling. So and it's got searchlights. Hooray! I'm actually going to do something with the searchlight.
Might hit a barn door.
Let's save the searchlights for the Dreadnought. So it's going to be
night fighting.
Yes. So
cannons.
Yeah, but then the searchlights are only going to go at the Dreadnought. So
okay.
How does that? I genuinely don't even know how that works. If the searchlights go to both units, or if it's only one unit, it's firing across everything.
I would imagine it's got a searchlight.
It can shoot everything.
I would say, yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going. So it's the las cannons into the Terminators first of all, re-rolling.
Great roll.
2 pluses to wound. Both wounds, and it's your 4+ invulnerable save and instant death because it's double your toughness. Oh, you love it!
Oh,
you love it!
Yeah, nailed it. Strong. Now you're going to target the Dreadnought with the other guns?
I most certainly am.
What about the heavy bolters and stuff like that?
The heavy bolters I was going to put into the Dreadnought as well. Thank you very much. Probably incorrectly, but I'm still going to try and hurt the Dreadnought to start with. So it's going to be the las cannon array first of all. So 3 pluses to hit, re-rolling. Both hit.
Oh, you're on fire now. 2 pluses to wound the Dread.
Both wounds. And it goes straight through. I think you've got a 5+ invulnerable save, I think, with an anti-magic deflect with the Contemptor, I think. 1 saved.
1 goes through.
That's 1 wound off it.
Heavy bolters coming in hot.
3 pluses to hit. Lots of heavy bolters on this thing.
6s to wound.
Strength 5 against toughness 7. 2 wounds.
Couple gone through there.
2.
What's it? Is it AP?
I think it was it's only. I think you've got a 2+ arm save. I'll double check that.
I think I've nailed that. Frankly.
Next
up to shoot is going to be the Rapier laser destroyers. Is that right?
That is indeed.
Now I'm going to return fire.
I thought you might.
So do you want to get yours done out of the way first?
It is 4 shots with the 2 Rapier laser destroyers, and it is re-rolling to hit. So it is. He's already been lit up by the searchlight, so it's no night phasing issue. So it's 3 pluses to hit, re-rolling. Doesn't hit.
Yeah, still good.
It's strength 9. So 2s to wound.
2 have gone through.
Only 2 go through, and then it is You've got your. I'm pretty sure you've got a 5% vulnerable save. No.
Negative.
So it's 2 more
Two
wounds.
more
stripped
wounds,
off
so
you.
he's down to 3.
Not doing badly.
Apparently
Guys.
there's a 3 on the dice somewhere. There we go. Now I'll be returning fire, shooting back at the rapiers. So twin link las cannons.
So 2 pluses to hit. Both
2 hits. Assuming those are wounds.
Yes, that's going to be a gun. I'll assign it to each 2 of the gunners.
Yeah, so they get annihilated. Next up to shoot is the Kratos with its mighty melter cannon, targeting the Dreadnought.
Yes, indeed.
Along with one of the Volkites on this side, and the other stuff's going where?
It's going to have 1 Volkite, and the las cannon that can't fire is going to go up into your headhunter kill team up
Which
here.
is hiding behind the building over there.
Yes, indeed.
Nice. Okay, off we go.
So the autocannon to try and mark his shots first of all. So it is 3 plus to hit. It's the other one which has got a searchlight. It's already lit itself up once. They both hit.
Yes.
This is good. And it is a strength 7 against toughness 7, so 4s to wound. Both wound.
Hello.
Nice. And it's your 2 normal 2 plus save. Because there's no range.
Lost
one goes
it's
through.
down to 2.
Could do it.
Curses. Okay, and now the melter gun.
Yes, let's do the
cannon.
melter gun. Melter cannon quickly. It's 2 pluses to hit now. Oh yes.
Those are all hits.
Especially as there's 3 2s. I'm glad it was 2 plus to hit.
Done well.
Strength 8 against your. No, unfortunately the melter thing doesn't count because it's not a vehicle. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But it is 2 plus strength 8, so 3 pluses to wound.
Yeah.
Only 2 go through, but there's no normal arm save. So you've got 2 5 plus.
Yeah.
saves
Watch
there.
this. Oh, he's done to 1 wound.
But I've still got a las cannon and a Volkite left to fire.
Oh, good.
So the Volkite, let's do the las cannon first of all. It is 3 plus to hit. It hits. Strength 9 against toughness 7, 2 plus to wound. Oh, it gets it.
Yeah, watch this.
5 plus armor save.
Yay!
What? Oh, come on! I want to make it blow up. A Volkite, the last thing to fire. Volkite Caliver, I think. So the Volkite Caliver is heavy 3.
What a caliber gun.
3 pluses to hit.
No, it's a turkey shot.
Oh my word.
That's a 1, so only 1's gone through there.
That's painful. 1 hit, so it's strength 6 against toughness 7, so 5 to wound. Doesn't wound.
The Dreadnought lives. The Dreadnought lives.
Finished it off. Las Cannon and Volkite Caliber against these guys. So I'll do a Volkite firstly, quickly. So that is through night fighting. No, it's still got the searchlight. So it has got 3 pluses to hit with its Volkite. All hit. Strength 6 against toughness 4. It's 2 plus to wound. I am right with the Volkite Caliber. Yeah, strength 6. 2 plus to wound. All go through. That's 3 armor saves, and any failed armor save, it jumps to the next person. So only 1 dies.
One dies.
Which one do you want dead?
A non-multi-melter holding dude, please.
Funny that.
Yeah. And then that jumps through to the next one?
Yes, it automatically is another hit, so it's a roll to it's a 2 plus to wound. It's a wound, and it's a normal armor save. It saves it.
Nailed it.
But
So
las cannon will still hit as
we
well.
lost a dude.
3 plus to hit, 2 plus to wound. It wounds, and there's no armor save to a las cannon.
No, so take another dude off.
It's definitely a
Thanks.
morale test to be made here, I think.
Thanks.
Still no reactions to any of these shots?
No.
That's a shame. I was hoping you would. Right, the plasma cannon lot over here, they have got their weapons and they are going to fire. We've got 6 of them. Thanks to the multi-melter guy being at front, we can still see him and the guy behind. 6 of them can fire.
Oh, God.
So I have to roll 6 dice to see if any of them get hot first of all. So they are through... It doesn't make a difference. There's not rolling to hit us.
No, you just want to see you blow up.
None of them get hot.
No, you're lucky this time.
That's nice.
So we've done all the tedious rolling with the template.
We
5
have.
hits in total.
5 hits from plasma cannons onto your 2 guys here because I want that multi-melter dead.
Yeah.
So it is 2 pluses to wound with a strength 7 weapon and 4 pluses. Oh, that's not very good. They're all wounds, but only 2 of them are breaching. The other 3, you'll get 3 armor saves and 2. Oh, well, 2. I said it, 2 will go straight through, so it probably doesn't matter.
No,
Actually, now I
they're
think
dead,
about
they're
it.
dead.
They're dead, basically.
They're My kill team has gone.
Has been killed.
Thanks. Into the charge phase, the Phoenix Terminators are charging into the Lernaeans.
Who are pinned, of course.
They're
at the
pinned,
moment.
so no Overwatch available.
5 inches.
That looks like about 12 to me.
I think it might just about make it.
Yeah, they're in.
And finally, the Cataphracti Terminators are going to charge. I don't think they're going to charge into both the Dreadnought and the Lernaean Terminators because they're going to have to. So you can Overwatch should you wish to do so.
Yeah,
one
why
of
not?
those
I'll
two.
treat myself. Overwatch going in from the Volkite Chargers. Thanks for coughing down the microphone, Nick. 10 shots looking for, because of night fighting.
4s to hit.
4s to hit. So Hydroid Exemplars, it is for Lernaeans, yeah.
For the Lernaeans, fantastic.
So they'll be hitting on 3s in this instance.
And it is Strength 5 against Toughness 4, so 3s to wound. Solid.
Yeah.
That's 4 wounds.
Exploding 6s or anything? Like
No, it's only if you actually cause me wounds. So 2 plus armor saves. They're all safe. And then I'm doing...
Should have gone with a dread.
doing a multi-charge. So it is 2 dice, see how far I can get. Oh, that should do it.
That should do it.
That should
Solid,
wrap,
you're in.
That should wrap.
So if Terminators for the Emperor's Children are going to be chopping up my Lernaeans right now. We calculated 16 attacks going in here.
They are 3 plus hit. I have got the option of something called Skill Unmatched. I could change up their weapon skill and all sorts, but I'm not going to do anything because I'm actually already better at hitting you anyway.
Yeah.
So 16 attacks at 3 plus to hit. My initiative's higher than yours because that's one of the Emperor's Children's thing. So a few misses in there.
2 pluses to wound with the spears.
Pretty solid. Oh, there's 3 ones in there. That still gives you a few to try and save. So this many saves, please.
Okay, so the first 3, there were 6s, so these were breaching, so 4 plus. 1 instantly dies because of the murderous strike.
That's right.
I'll take him.
And the remaining hits.
Was it these many?
Those many, that looks about right. So they are your normal armor save.
The rest are safe.
Save, you only actually took...
One guy died, yeah. I thought you were going to chop me up then.
I thought that was going to be the end of it, but...
My boys attacked back, but there's just no match for the Blade Masters. Needing 5s to hit, they couldn't get it done. Nothing went through. Centurion going in with this combat first. What are we looking for?
It is looking for 3 pluses to hit.
He's a turkey today. Absolute turkey.
He did this last game for me as well.
Yeah, he's absolutely rubbish.
That's pathetic. So he is Strength 4, and with his Phoenix Rapier that he's got, it's Strength User, so 4 plus to wound. But it's got all the fancy things if I get a 6. I did not. Wow. That was spectacular. Okay.
We rejoin the battle after a load of hits have gone in with the Lightning Claw Terminators. The first one did nothing over here, but 9 of them are in combat with the Dreadnought. Now you've done 11 wounds.
11 hits. 11 hits. Now
this is to wound, sorry.
This is to wound now, so it's shred, so I get to re-roll these, but I need 6s to wound. I'm Strength 4 against Toughness 7.
I don't think you're going to do it.
That's a spirit.
There's 1 6.
1 6, okay.
And I'm on 1 wound.
So I'm re-rolling all of these because of shred. That's
nice.
Very convenient. Was there another dice? I missed that, all of them. Can't even see.
I think you've got it all.
Come on, 6s.
Oh, you got another 6.
What?
So all of those attacks.
But both of those are at what's that special rule? I can't think what it's called. Rending 6 plus. So those go down to, they take away your 2 plus saves. So those are both 5 plus saves. You need 2 5 plus saves to save this Dreadnought.
Here we go.
It's dead!
Oh no, it adds up. Doesn't even add up.
It took a lot of
D6 to see if 4-inch explosion zone.
Nice. That's a lot of Terminators, I think.
That's all of your guys, and it's pretty much most of mine, I think.
I think everyone is getting hit on my side, and 3 of your Terminators are getting hit as well. This
Brilliant. Let's roll for yours first. Take a strength 8 hit, please.
10 for the normal guys. 2 pluses to wound. 9 wounds.
Wow.
And they're all 2 plus armor saves. And they've fortunately got 2 wounds each.
Fishing for 1s.
One suffered a wound. Now there's also... Oh no, but it's double his toughness. So it's instant death.
Oh, nice.
So one of them is definitely dead. So let's take off one from the very back.
And for my guys, I've got...
Sorry, 1 second. And then my Praetor, as my Centurion rather, 2 plus to wound him. Wounds, and it's his 2 plus armor save. Otherwise, it's instant. Oh no, he's got a 4% vulnerable, but that won't make a difference. Oh, he's alive! Thank goodness! Thank goodness, there's 1 Terminator. So 3 guys for you, 3 2 plus to wound. Only 2 go through, and then your 2 plus armor save. You're fine. You love it. Those guys have survived a lot.
So the Dreadnought, having exploded and taken a few guys with it, has left this combat still going on. They're all in the thick of it over there.
Everyone's piled in.
Yeah. So over here I've lost the combat, but I passed a leadership check, a morale check there. These guys don't need to because of they've only lost 1 dude. What else is there to resolve?
That's pretty much it. We've got most of the guys are either dead or their morale checks have been passed, so everyone is still as they are. We've got, I think it's going straight into your turn. I don't think anything else happened, basically.
Okay. Straight in Alpha Legion turn 3. The tyrants have held fast. Exodus is pushed up onto the turret again to resume his position. These guys are sort of shifted to the left again after shifting to the right. Lots of shimmying going on. My tank is pulled over here to get a line of sight on the tank over there, and potentially the HQ and his little squad there. These guys are locked in combat, so that's all sticky at the moment. As are these guys. The kill team has just made a sort of wall of death to try and blow something up, perhaps. But over here come my reinforcements. I rolled a 3, and I've got my deep striking dudes have come in. So I've got my speeder and loads of javelin bikes here ready to.
I thought I was being really clever, thinking, aha, interceptor reaction. Except you can
it's only defensive weapons.
Only defensive weapons on tanks.
You ain't got none of them, son.
So I've only got the plasma cannon squad who've got an augury scanner, so they'll be firing over in a second.
So I'm hoping to shoot these 3 guys off there, and then hopefully survive and score. But we'll see how we get on. Intercept with the plasma dudes.
Do the interceptor. I've only got 2 guys who can actually see them. However, I will fire as that, so I'm going to get scattered dice plus 2 little dice down here and my blast template, and we'll let you know how many we actually hit.
All right. So the blast marker hit 5 of my dudes.
But one of them got hot.
One of them got hot.
It did.
Yeah, because you didn't pray to Henry hard enough.
So it's 5 guys we managed to hit with the blast template. So it is strength 7 against toughness.
Oh, I want to say 5. I think it's 5.
Should we say it's 5?
Yeah.
I think it's probably 5. We'll check in a second. 2 pluses to wound if so. Only 1 doesn't go, so 4 wounds on 4 models. So 2 of them you get an armor save against, and 2 of them will go straight through.
Okay, 2 armor saves passed, and 2 go straight through. Okay, so I've got the multi-melter from each of bike squadron. So 1 dude is armed with a multi-melter. So we've got 2 shots.
Yes, indeed. I shouldn't laugh, but here we are.
It is unbelievable.
Oh, no.
Absolutely unbelievable.
There have been some mad things in this game.
What a whiff. So after the whiffing from the jet bikes, obviously the heavy bottles couldn't have hurt the Sakara. And my javelin speeder fired and only managed to kill 1 of the Emperor's children on the bricks there. The next shooting is going to have to be something a bit tastier. I'm going to probably go with the Kratos.
Oh no, yes, definitely.
But I'm targeting your Kratos with mine. Coaxial. I've hit once.
That's all that matters. Oh, that's what you needed.
Yeah.
Shit.
So
auto cannon, man. That's good. That's
language, Timothy.
Oh, hang on, we're on camera. You might need to beat that one out.
I'll bleep that out. So do I strip off a wound?
Yeah. Roll again for a D3 extra. You've done a penetrating hit with that thing.
I love penetrating you, Nick.
Oh, and I've just had a horrible realisation. You did it to me the first round, and you got crew shaken, and I should have been firing snapshots.
Oh yeah. Oh,
should have remembered.
We'll live and learn. We'll live and learn.
Roll a dice. See what the damage chart is. 3.
So it turns out the crew's shaken again. We'll try and remember it this turn, but we'll strip another whole point off. That's decent.
That's excellent.
But now we'll go on with the battle cannon.
Yeah, I would suggest. The only thing I'll say about that line of autocannon shot is you are very much. It's probably 75% covered by this. So I probably do get a cover save against.
Oh yeah, go on in.
So with this, is it? I don't know. It's either 5 plus 6 plus, depending how much it's covered.
We'll call it a 5 plus. Err on the side of caution. I'm happy with that. Oh, yeah, save the wound.
So I'm not so crew shaken right now.
No.
Okay, so now let's come. The real
battle
stuff
cannon.
comes out. Battle cannon, 2 las cannons.
Let's do the las cannon first, because they're more interesting.
Do it. They're not interesting at all.
Oh,
you're rolling. Oh my word.
It's terrible, isn't it? I've got autocannon nipple guns.
Yes, you do. So
are they 2 shots apiece?
Per shot. Yeah, per gun. 2 hits. Neither can get through. So you've got the battle cannon with its AP shells.
So how many dice is that?
That's 2 shots. And it's 2 plus to hit, which doesn't help you on that one.
No, it doesn't. One's gone through. One's hit.
Strength 8, so you're still going to need a 6.
Negative.
No.
It's the wrong target for that tank, frankly. Next up to fire is Exodus. Is going to attempt to assassinate the Warlord again, hitting on 2s. He hits. Does not wound with a 1. I cannot roll for toffee. This squad of tyrants is targeting the squad containing the Praetor. Crack missiles. Here we go. It's a good array of hits. I'm going to re-roll that one.
Yeah, re-roll that one.
for all hit. So only one miss. Done well there.
They are 2 pluses to wound.
All wound. 2, 4, 6, 7 wounds have gone through.
Now, that's my whole squad wiped, and the last one will go on to the Praetor, who's got a 4+ invulnerable save. Are we again on a weapon, strength 8 weapon? So once again, it'd be an instant death. What is it with you and my Praetor?
I don't know, but I love it. Oh, read between the lines, Nick. Read between the lines.
I don't see any lines.
Over on the far side there, 2 of the tyrants can see the dreadnought down here. So again, crack missiles. All hit.
Nice. Strength 8 against toughness 7, 3+ to wound. Solid rolling.
Yeah,
very nice. So it's 5+ invulnerable saves. None. That's 3 wounds go through. So that's, I think he's 6 wounds in total. So that's down to half points.
So naturally, some reactions are coming in that should have gone in earlier. But the flamer can probably. What are we looking at?
2 guys.
2 there. Yeah, call it 2.
2 guys, and then the twin link bolter will fire as well. So the flamer, 2 guys, 3+ to wound. No wounds.
Hey!
I want to be like Bill.
And the dreadnought's going to fire back because you get 2 reactions, don't you?
Oh, you get 2 reactions.
So you're going to fire back at the tyrants. I don't think you'll do anything. Nothing for turkey.
3 2 pluses to hit re-rolling because it's twin linked autocannon. All hits. Strength 7 against toughness 4, so 2 to wound. Ooh, 1 off. 2 wounds. Saves. Just normal saves then. Oh, 1 went through.
I take 1 wound.
1 wound.
So the missile launcher did fire as well. Did a wound, but was saved. Brutal combat commenced in the middle of the board here, with the Emperor's Children laying absolute waste to my guys. So 2 of Nick's models died, but 3 of mine died, so I lose that fight. So I take a morale check.
Yes, with -1 to it.
Yeah, I should be right.
Fine. You're okay. The Lanaans are pretty brave.
They are. They're solid. As we've seen, this combat ensued. Nobody died from either side. No. And they just kind of carry on fighting until Warhammer 50,000 turns up. So I believe that's all the combats.
I think so.
That's the end of my turn. It's on to Emperor's Children turn 3. Emperor's Children turn 3. Lots of movements happen. So there's Spartans pushed forward up the centre of the board. KRATOS has shifted across a little bit.
We've agreed, gentleman's agreement. I forgot that it was supposed to be on snapshots last time, so this time it will be on snapshots, despite not having the crew shaken before.
Your cowardly Praetor shifted across.
Because he's tired of being shot at. Yeah. The Spartan over here.
Yeah, Spartans push forward. They're all stuck in combat. Over here, the Rhino is going to ram its way through the kill team, and the Dreadnought's pushed up as well.
And hilariously, the Plasma guys trying to survive.
Oh yeah, they've got
the tactical guys.
They've got back in. Over here, the laser destroyers are pushed around to try and pop some of my stuff over here, and look, some tasty plasma dudes and a Sakaran over there.
It's been a brutal turn.
Because we're running out of time, we're going to summarise the whole turn. So looking here, there's nothing alive in the middle because firstly, the Terminators have been through the Lanaans here.
I mean, the shooting before we even got onto that, 2 main battle tanks, the Spartan and the slightly raspberried KRATOS, fired all their weapons and blew both autocannons.
Yeah, they took some damage. And
that's
some
all it was.
Off.
That wasn't very successful. What was a bit more, and the Dreadnought has fired and not done an awful lot. The Rhino has rammed and failed to actually hurt the
they all moved
in front of it.
Stayed
but
there,
they did manage to hurt a few of them with by shooting them with its bolters and flamers.
Yeah, so 1 measly kill team member is left alive there. They did not achieve their mission today.
This is true. Between the Rapier laser destroyers, the rotor cannons, the plasma cannon squad, and this Sakaran.
My jetpacks are gone.
There are no jetpacks.
They've been absolutely wiped out. They're actually quite frail, I've found. So I'm going to have to take a little bit of nuance to get used to using them. And also this is down to 1 wound as well. So
still clinging on there.
Yeah. So terrible. That was my gambit. My gambit to win this game was essentially dump 3 units here and try and survive and kill the Warlord, which would have given me 6 victory points.
Yeah.
But it didn't work out today because the Warlord's very much alive.
He's tired of being shot, so he's hiding.
All of that stuff there. The middle of the board is Nick's. This side of the board is essentially Nick's. So at the end of this turn, you would have, once they disembarked,
we'd have a scoring squad there.
Yeah, they're not lined, so they get 1 victory point.
1 victory point.
The Dreadnought would get you 2 victory points because it's not a vehicle.
It's just another dinar.
Yeah, so 2 and then 3.
Yep. So we should point out that both Terminator squads here finished, the Emperor's Children Terminators finished off their rivals in the Alpha Legion Terminators, so that's why The Phoenix Terminators have poured forward now, as have the last of the shredding goodness that is our Terminators here.
So if we were to theory it out,
as
it stands, you would be on 3 points to my 1. I'm not likely to kill your leader because my only thing that can get up there is the tank, and you'll probably pop it before I got there. All he's got to do is hide. So that denies me 3 victory points.
Yes, indeed.
My tyrants would probably smash up the dreadnought, which is only on 3 wounds, and those tyrants would smash these guys up, maybe. But I think they're quite tough. So ultimately, you would be scoring.
There's going to be some victory points held by me being in your deployment zone. So it's enough that I think I'm going to probably push it over the edge, because you're just not going to get any enough in the next turn. You're losing that javelin.
That'll get smashed. So I won't be able to be scoring anything, and you would win this game 3 points. Unless I needed to get assassinate, slay the warlord, sorry.
You've been so unlucky with that. You've literally had
I've rolled ones for toffee. But I am happy to declare, because we're running out of time, because we've been learning the rules as we're going along, essentially, it is an Emperor's Children victory. So, bully! Thank you very much for watching, everybody.
I'm looking forward to the next.
The next time we play, we'll be a bit quicker. We might even get 5 turns out of it. What do you reckon? But praise Henry. Thank you for coming, everyone. Stick around. Like, comment, subscribe, all that sort of stuff.